Now we have just one more feature to make, and it's from the front view, which would be in this view here. So we're going to do a sketch, but we're actually going to create an auxiliary plane to do the sketch on. So if we look at the drawing, the depth of this pocket here is called from center line at 350 thousandths. So in order to do this accurately, we're going to make a plane that's parallel to the top plane and offset it, or the front plane, and offset 350 thousandths and draw our geometry on that and cut outwards. Okay, so if we go back to SolidWorks, we're going to go to Features, Reference Geometry, and create a plane. We're going to select the front plane, and we're going to tell it we want a plane to be 350 thousandths, but towards us, 0.350, and it should preview the plane we want. It should be, we want it in between us and the front plane, okay, in the view. We're going to accept that. Now we're going to go Sketch, and we're going to select plane 1 as our sketch plane. And then we turn our view so that we're looking normal to it. And we're going to draw on the plane that intersects this plane a circle. And it should be attached to the intersection of the plane. And we're going to give that circle a diameter. And we reference our drawing in the front view. It's 453 thousandths counterbore. And it has a center point that falls from the end of the part, 854 thousandths from the end of the part. So that's the location of our counterbore, and it should be fully constrained sketch at this point. And we're going to exit, and we're going to look at this in a 3D view, and we're going to go to Features, Extruded Cut, and we're going to flip the direction of the cut, and we want it to go through all. We'll accept, and we now have the counterbore cutting through the fins. Now we have one last feature, and it's the hole that's in the center of that counterbore. So let's go to View, and let's shut off go to View and shut off the planes, and we're going to highlight our custom plane, and we're going to right click it and make it invisible as well. And we still have our axes. Let's actually hide those as well, temporary axes. And we're going to sketch a circle. We're going to select the plane, and we're going to highlight the orange boss, and we should be able to pick up on the center of it and draw a circle. We now put a dimension on the circle, and if we reference our drawing, that hole is 790 thousandths through, 79 thousandths through one wall. So it's just going to bust through this wall, but it's not going to go through the other side of the part. 0.079, accept, and our end condition, and we're going to accept that circle and sketch, which is fully constrained. Now we're going to go to Features, and we're going to do an extruded cut, and we're going to go through up to next. So it's going to punch through till it meets the next feature, which is the inside bore. And we'll select OK, and we should have our through hole going through the part halfway through. So if we look from the inside, there's our hole. That hole is just a air passage for air pressure to pass through. So as the large piston retracts, it's going to push pressure into the secondary piston, and it's going to push that one up. And then when it gets to the top of its cycle, gravity is going to help push it down, and the pressure coming back out of that cylinder is going to push the primary cylinder back into the test tube that's being heated. And then we have a compression cycle. Alright, that is it for this part. This is the S60-101. Good job sticking through this. We have a few more parts to model, but this is by far the one with the most features and most complicated. So if you made it through this one, you're doing pretty good. And it's also one of the more complicated to machine because it has to be held from multiple sides in order to make the part. Alright, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you on the next one.